Hey everyone! Today we're going to be extracting Windows credentials using Mimikatz and PowerShell Empire. For this, we're going to presume that we already have a PowerShell Empire agent that is running with elevated privileges. We can easily verify this in the agent's view by the asterisk next to the username of the agent. That asterisk denotes that the agent has elevated privileges. In my case here, I have an agent that is running as the system account. We can find the Mimikatz module under Credentials Mimikatz, and there's a lot of different ones. We're going to use the logonpasswords one here. Logonpasswords will look for Windows credentials in a variety of different places on the system, so it's a nice, easy catch-all type command to run. We'll run that module, and you'll notice that Mimikatz takes a lot longer than some other modules to run because the actual size of the binary that needs to get moved over to the target system is a couple megabytes. So not big, but in terms of PowerShell Empire's C2, noticeable time delay. Now here we have a bit of an issue. Don't seem to be getting results back. We can see the job started, but nothing else happened. So you'll run into this often enough using PowerShell Empire, and let's dive into what went wrong and how to fix it. So the source of our issue here is that we are actually running in a 32-bit process, and we are on a 64-bit system. And because Mimikatz is doing some fancy things with memory, it matters that the bitness of the process that we're running it in and the system match. So in order to fix this, we're going to have to get ourselves an agent that is running in a 64-bit process. So let's go back to our agent here and actually take a look at this. There's this nice, easy PowerShell command, perhaps not the stealthiest way to check, but very readable. Environment is 64-bit process, and this should come back false. There we go. And then the same thing, but is 64-bit system, operating system. And we'll see this is true. And therein lies your issue. To get a new agent here, we're going to start by getting the launcher command. So hop over to Listeners, Launcher, PowerShell, Listener Name, copy out that giant command. We're just going to put it in a notepad for a second here. And then we're going to edit this command a little bit. Get back to our agent so we don't get lost. And instead of just specifying PowerShell, we're actually going to specify the full path to the 64-bit version of PowerShell. So I'm going to use the sysnative directory under Windows, which will always point to the native bitness of the system, and then under there, Windows PowerShell v1 PowerShell. Now we can take that, and you see I put shell in the beginning there so that we can just drop it in, paste it into our agent here, and new agent. So if we go back, we'll see another agent can interact with that one instead. And we'll run that same PowerShell command to see what type of process we're in here. True. All right, that looks good. So should be able to run Mimikatz again. We're actually going to use the shortcut for logonpasswords here, which is just Mimikatz. So you can see it spits out what module it's running there. Same thing we did before. Still going to take a minute. All right, and there's our whole pile of output. It is not the most readable thing, but we can see some hashes and some clear text passwords in here. newer versions of Windows you will not be able to get clear text passwords under normal circumstances, but I think this is a 2008 server, so there are some. But you don't have to scroll through here and copy them all out. There is a faster way. PowerShell Empire will actually parse all of this into its credential database. So you can just type creds and it'll spit it out for you. And you'll notice these credentials have cred IDs associated with them. You can actually use these as shortcuts in other modules in Empire to use these creds in commands without having to copy and paste them around. There you have it. That's what dumping credentials using Mimikatz and PowerShell Empire looks like. Next time, we will take a look at what we can do with some of our newfound credentials here, specifically moving laterally to other Windows systems. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.